Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
I thought my
Like,
HR team was scrambling with tax documents and all.
Oh no, we're doing that on top of that.
Oh no.
Because it's end of the year, so we're doing like tech stuff. Luckily, I'm mostly on the project side of it.
So you
We're
work around
basically
the
revamping everything.
banking industry?
No, I work in the pet industry, but I run our human resource. I help do our projects for human resource.
Oh, that's interesting.
So like all your time off and all of that,
Oh,
and sick leaves and all that like good fun stuff.
all that stuff that keeps the workers feeling like human beings.
Yeah, but then they always complain and bitch, so now we're having to revamp everything.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Like,
true. Everybody
I
bitches about
demand.
HR.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, I demand 6 weeks of paid leave because I popped out a baby. Fuck you.
Oh,
That's how I feel about maternity leave right now.
yeah.
all they did for my benefits was take away my 401k match and increase my healthcare premium.
That's pretty shitty.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Luckily,
but
I
I
don't
mean,
have to.
I have a pension too. So
Yeah, I'm lucky I'm not in the healthcare side of it. I do more like the PTO side and like
uh,
sick leaves and compliance stuff like that. And more like the system related stuff.
Or
Yeah, fuck healthcare though.
I'm in the bank software industry, and for ease of things, our CEO decided we should have bank fiscal years. So our fiscal year actually ends at the start of February. It's odd.
Yeah, the fiscal year is always because everyone's trying to do year end stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's enough of the real world. Right. So, I said we were going to start off with some retcons. I want to start with the most important retcon. You all were invited to join a sort of secret society towards the end of last session. And at the time, I was going through my notes and I realized I never actually named that society. So the thing that fell out of my face was the Illuminati. Um, I don't want that to be the name. It's just going to be the Unnamed Secret Society. Because I think having it called the Illuminati is a bit lame.
Can we still call it the Illuminati?
You
Just to fuck with you.
you can.
yep.
If you guys name it that, then I won't feel as bad. Because it would be your guys' idea. So that is one retcon, and the other one is more subtle, but we'll go into it as I do the recap here. So, after the trouncing of Cecil in his home, the Talons received standing orders to, stand by. There wasn't really much of anything going on. Camellia headed off with Cecil back to Prontera to start setting up trials and everything, and you all found yourselves with some free time, and this led to you wandering around the countryside, taking care of various loose ends and business, and engaging in frivolity, as it were. After a visit to the north, wherein Korgath learned something about his heritage, uh, you all traveled to Woodpine University, where you interacted once again with the Arcanist Jocko, um, who had a small problem. His new invention, the bag of holding things, had a spider in it. Luckily, you guys were able to help displace the spider without hurting it, and all of the spider's 500 friends were displaced into Jocko's office. Congratulating yourselves on a job well done. You received a letter shortly afterwards from Camellia. It stated, first of all, congratulations, you have been expelled from the Talons. Secondly, please come meet us in Prontera. There is something important we must discuss. You hemmed and hawed and made your way to the Talon emissary in Prontera, where your adventurous talents had started. What you found waiting there for you was Camellia, Benjamin, Kyella, the strange silent woman who you'd seen a couple times before, and Radovan and Jocko. And they told you that they were part of a unnamed secret society that made it their business to be at the forefront of world-shaping happenings. One of those being the discovery of these dragon crystals and their ability to perhaps change the way society functions, what with their immense amounts of potential power. But another thing that has caught the society's interest is that there has recently been some kind of coup overseas in the kingdoms of Astalan. Something about the shogunate overthrowing the dynasty on the island of Crescent. Camellia sees this as an opportunity to put to rest some bad blood between Speria and Astalan that has been there since the Red War. She says it also behooves you all, because unless you want to be involved in years and years of court proceedings against Cecil, it would be best to be off of the continent. Otherwise, you'd be called in to be witnesses and wouldn't be able to go anywhere and sequestered away. Both the Regent of Sintra and Camellia think that you have more uses elsewhere, and the party ostensibly agreed that they probably didn't want to be sequestered away for years of their lives. So, with no further bones about it, Camellia told you that you'd be setting sail to the island of Crescent. Taking a boat behind you would be Radovan, Jocko, and Kyella. Before you left, Jocko handed over a couple of communication crystals and explained that these only have a very limited range, about 200 feet. But it does allow two-way communication so that we can talk to each other while we're on our ships. And with Captain Smiley at the helm of the Golden Lady, let me go ahead and pull up the big world map. With Captain Smiley at the helm of the Golden Lady, you set sail. Let me zoom in on Speria. You set sail from the port town of Hopi on the eastern side of Rodea, north. The usual trading route is to the south around Cacao, but Captain Smiley said that there were rumors about Captain Hellfang plaguing the Golden Sea, busting up trading ships. He says he doesn't want to risk it. And so you began to sail north into the Akan Sea. You're several days into your voyage, with Jacko, Radovan, and Kyella's ship trailing not too far behind you. And you see something very strange. Something very out of place in the open water. You look up, and you see two pure black Aarakocra flying down towards your ship. Dive bombing, more like. It's like they get in range of your ship, and you can see now that one of them is pretty much carrying the other. His wings basically give out by the time he gets close to your ship. And the mass of black feathers lands upon the deck with a loud thud.
Black Hawk down!
Do you know them, Archie?
Oh, man. No, but I'll run over. Because we're in like the middle of the ocean?
You are in the middle of...
Are they your cousins?
Holy
Yes.
shit. I'm gonna run over and I want to like check on them.
Yeah, so one quick look at them lets you know that they are indeed Blade Island Aarakocra. So you run forward to check on them. So the summer has gone pretty long. It was unseasonably warm when you left the port town, but as you got out to the open waters here, it started getting really, really frigid. So by the time you get to these Aarakocra, you see that their wings are almost completely frosted over. One of them looks to be out cold completely. The other one is delirious, almost totally frozen over, but conscious.
And I want to yell to somebody to grab him a blanket. And
I will also produce flame.
Why not? You can't cook them.
I'm just gonna warm them up. It's easy.
What in the hell?
I've got a spell that can warm them right up.
Hmm.
Right,
Oh.
Korgath?
Do they seem, other than the frostbite, do they have any other like visible wounds?
There are no visible wounds except for the frostbite.
Oddly enough, do I recognize them?
Are you related to them?
That's a good question. Archie, roll insight, actually.
All right. My character should be very slow. So.
Is him your kin?
Yeah, Shaped has had some performance issues lately, and I'm gonna think about switching us over. Oh.
I don't know shit about these people.
Welcome back.
So they do look familiar. They look like before
It was a 1.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
You don't know them, is what that roll says basically, but they do look familiar. They look to be the age where they should be being set off on their discovery journey, much like you did when you left Blade Island.
Why did they decide going over open water was a good idea? I don't.
As you
Can I?
Go ahead.
No, you can continue. That's a terrible idea.
So Naomi, I'm assuming you just sort of hold an open produce flame near them.
Yeah, I'll snuggle right next to them with the flame.
Warming them seems to work. The one out cold stays out cold, but the one that's just sort of chittering kind of curls around the flame. His eyes were previously kind of looking around feverishly, but then they shut and they open again, and there's a bit of clarity in there. Am I alive?
I hope so.
you're not dead.
Cornelius. He immediately turns to the passed out Aarakocra and starts to hold his feathers to his chest, looks around, and then, with panic in his eyes, looks at you, Archie. Cornelius, is he okay?
Is he dead?
Make a medicine check.
Me?
Lucy, you have gone quiet again. I am sorry. Discord is being a butt.
That wasn't me this time.
You kneel down and cast your Cure Wounds on the passed out Aarakocra.
I think he needs a thaw wounds, not a cure wounds.
Normally when you try and do this on something that isn't living, nothing really happens. In this case, there is some muscle movement, and you can confirm that he is at least alive. With that, the Aarakocra smiles, looks deeply into Archie's eyes, and mouths the word thank you before falling asleep.
I would like to rage. Fried chicken.
I shrug questioningly.
Is this normal on the high seas, Mr. Smiley?
I'd never seen anything like this in my life.
You never seen a black Aarakocra? We've been running around with one for like the past 6 months.
No.
I think he means he's never seen some Aarakocra fall out of the sky in the middle of the ocean onto his boat.
Well, he's never owned a boat before, so I can understand why he would have never seen that either.
Zing!
Woo, Corgas on a roll tonight! Do they have to do like some kind of endurance flying or something, Archie?
No.
Well, why else would they be out on the high seas? Could there have been another boat?
Why would they have left a boat?
I don't know.
Wake his ass up and let's ask him some questions.
Give me 1 sec. I'm typing something.
Do they eat? What kind of food? Do they need some? No, never mind, Snag. Maybe you should not be around them so much, Nag. You might think you're dinner.
Better?
Yay!
I don't know what the fuck Discord is doing. Like, I'm literally just like unmuting myself and muting myself. And
Yeah, I
it's
did
just,
that too. I tried like just server muting you and unmuting you, so I don't know.
yeah, it's weird.
Alright.
And you get out of here with that smart, like, maybe they had a boat talk.
What? There's no such thing.
Boats don't sink.
Arakoas don't own boats.
No, I'm kidding. That's totally how I got over here, was on a boat. So that
Well,
makes perfect sense.
No, they got
actually.
over here by flying.
Well, but they could have had a boat before.
Maybe they're like the first wave of an invasion. Maybe they come in looking all helpless, and like when we go to
Yes.
sleep tonight, they're gonna try to get us.
My people are definitely known for their viciousness in taking over fully manned ships with 2 people.
No, they're just the scouting party. Like they're like, "Oh, thanks for saving us. We'll be on our way," and then they'll come back with the rest of their crew.
I mean, he seemed pretty grateful. We'll have to ask them, let them sleep it off. They're probably exhausted.
Could we like lock them in a room?
Alright. Well, whatever the case
I
may
don't know.
be, they are both sleeping very deeply, and they do not seem like they're going to be roused anytime soon.
I mean, if they try anything, that's what's gonna happen to them.
I mean, you could just sit on them.
I mean, we could
You
cook
could
them
sit
for,
on them like you're going to hatch eggs.
we could cook them for dinner too, but that's probably not the best thing to do. They don't look like they got a lot of meat on their bones anyway.
Let them kind of sleep it off.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yar, I don't know much about omens, but I'm pretty sure that's a bad one.
Should we just throw them overboard?
The communication crystal kind of pings to life. Did something happen over there? You hear Radovan's voice ring through.
No. Maybe? I don't know.
Jocko says he saw something weird hit your ship.
No, I mean, the Aarakocras aren't that weird.
Why is Jocko's ship peeping?
Yeah. Tell him to keep that third eye closed on his own ship.
Right. Well, I trust you all.
2 Aarakocra fell out the sky. They're asleep on the deck.
What? Where did they come from?
I'll say it really slow into the crystal, like hold it up. They fell out of the sky.
Okay, I get it.
We don't know where they came from.
Well, are they alive? Can you ask them questions?
They're sleeping. Do you listen?
Okay. Well,
I'm speaking common, right? They can hear common.
no reason to fret, I suppose. I guess keep them warm and wait till they wake up. Maybe they'll have some answers for us.
Maybe we should just wait till they wake up. Were we heading the way they were coming from?
Yes.
Hmm. Our captain doesn't think that's a good omen.
Yes, well, Smiley is, well, I like him a lot, but he's a bit of a superstitious lad, isn't he?
What's wrong with superstitions?
Oh, I'm just saying, when you've seen as much of the world as I have, you start to believe what your eyes can see.
Is he making fun of my religion?
Yeah, nevertheless, we press on. We've encountered weirder things before.
You want to go first then?
Uh,
Maybe keep an eye on you for a bit.
it's always good to keep a bit of distance in case something bad happens.
Oh,
We can be
yeah.
out of harm's way to support you. I'll have you know, I have a very powerful wizard aboard this ship. He'll be far more useful from this distance. You hear Jocko's voice in the background. I don't really do that stuff.
Sounds like we're bait. That's just the stupid barbarian talking, though. Not the leader. What do you say, Puddlefoot? Rubber? Boat's really creaky. Is everybody dead?
No,
Sounds good to. Sorry, I was making gin and tonic. Sounds good to me.
Oh,
this is
yeah,
very important.
player fuel. So,
Sounds good to you that we keep going?
Well, I think we should trust Mr. Smiley's judgment. He does know these waters.
This is his boat.
Yar. Well, we're too far in to turn around and go south, and I don't feel like having holes blown in the Golden Lady. We'll just take it slow. Archie, maybe we'll keep a lookout in the crow's nest.
Ba-boom.
It's a little racist, don't you think?
Yeah.
She's a raven, not a crow.
Where on the deck do you poop exactly again?
Yar.
I mean, I had a big breakfast, okay?
Take it below decks.
I thought the poop deck was above deck.
So, do you leave them on the deck? The Aarakocra?
I'm too small to carry them or anything, so
What do we do with them? Just want to cover them up on deck?
maybe we should bring them below deck where there's not like the elements.
How cold is it outside?
It's actually very surprisingly cold for how long the summer was going in Speria. It's almost a night and day difference. It's even reaching winter temperatures, but it's only late fall.
Like you can see my breath?
Yeah.
This I feel like I'm back home again. Now that I know where that is. They're asleep. If I pick them up, it might wake them up. They're alive. They've got blankets. Put some torches beside them and let them go.
All right. So you keep them warm. You sort of monitor their status as you sail along. About midnight, the one that was conscious before stirs and sits up. You hear a voice call out, "Hello?"
I would have been sitting next to them, keeping them warm the entire time.
Okay.
So, good morning or evening.
It's not really morning.
Oh, so it wasn't a dream.
No, you're safe.
I don't know about that. Where are we?
On a boat.
In the ocean.
We both nod emphatically.
Gods. Looks around.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You said gods.
no. Although, it feels like I witnessed one. Okay. My name is Pasca, and this is my partner Cornelius. We were... I don't know how to explain it. We were trying to get to Astalan, get off this continent, but we took the wrong ship. It sailed us up north, where the mermaids live.
The what?
The mermaids, the ones that circle the northern waters. They trapped our ship. It's like it got caught up on some kind of reef. And then when you looked in the water, all you could see was scales and scowling faces. Before I knew it, we were sinking.
Do either of us know anything about these mermaids?
Yar. Mermaids, you say, Captain Smiley pipes up. And Naomi, you also know of mermaids, around. Let me bring up a map again. Alright, so let me doodle out some geographical data. So you guys are sailing your merry way across the Aucan Sea, right around that black circle at this point. Naomi, you've heard of this whole general section playing host to fey creatures. Legends say of some long-lost island that split apart and fell into the ocean, and the inhabitants all transformed into mermaids.
Okay. Well, with some gravitas, I would share the story. The rest of the crew.
That sounds made up.
I mean, it probably is.
Yar, I've had my run-ins with the Babolian mermaids. Smiley scratches the back of his head. They're not too bad. Not sink your ship bad, at least. Just gotta not overstay your welcome.
So, the mermaids attacked you all, or?
Yes, they attacked. The ship was stopped, and there was this man and this woman and a couple of other people. But this man, he must have been a god. When the mermaids stopped our ship and started dragging us in, he was able to stop the flow long enough for us to be able to swim and get out of the below decks. And then this elven woman, she was swimming underwater and opened the door for us. It's the only reason we could have survived. Without them, we would have drowned. And by the time I got airborne with Cornelius, the ship had gone under. I don't know what happened to them.
It's a
And
pretty
perhaps we
story.
never will.
Dun dun dun. So is that the way we're going?
He stands up alert. Captain, what heading are you going? Yar, due north. All of a sudden, the Aarakocra panics. That's right into the center of... And the moment he says that, the ship comes to a grinding halt.
Oof.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him.
The
What's his name? Yeah, him.
Smiley immediately stands up, surprised. Make a dexterity save, Archie, if you're not on your phone call anymore. She might still be on her phone call, so we'll go ahead and do it. Oh, there we go. You are knocked out of the crow's nest, but you do manage to float your way down to the top of the deck. You see shimmering in the water below.
Where's that damn communication crystal?
It's piping to life right now. What's going on over there?
You motherfucker. What's it look like's going on? We're being attacked!
What are these things? And you look back, and the other ship also has shimmering scales around it.
Let's just keep going, they said. Nothing bad will happen, they said.
Posca has this horrified look on his face. I've led them right to you all. What have I done?
You working for him?
No. They followed us.
I told you. Told you guys they were the scouting party!
They followed us.
Buddy, listen to me for the raccoons and the wolves, and now this. When are people going to start taking me serious?
You have to get out of here.
What? How? Can you carry me?
Have the choice.
The rudder of the ship starts spinning violently.
Here
And
we go.
looking down below, you see a giant vortex start opening up in the water.
Jocko, can you, levitate a ship?
I can certainly try.
Yeah.
So, you see a giant flash of arcane light from the ship that's trailing yours. And it looks like your ship is actually managing to stop against the flow of the vortex. You kind of hear Radovan screaming frantically into the crystal. Quick, get over here!
Rupert, can you, do a thing where I can fly?
Nope. You're on your own there, God.
You made me a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Can you not, make me something else that I could carry you with and fly over there?
Oh, that I could probably do, but why not I just do it instead and turn myself into some?
Ah, goodness.
But
You two. I'll polymorph Korgath. Let's go above deck.
what am I?
I don't know. I'm not going to do it down at the below deck.
Whoa. We're not going down below deck. The ship's about to sink.
I mean, we're not going below deck. Let's go above deck. I'll transform
I'm
you
above
into
deck.
a large bird, I guess. Let's see what we got.
Feathers don't swim very well.
I'm flying out of here.
So you're turning into some kind of large bird?
Yeah, do you want me to actually find form for him?
No. Let's say an albatross.
Something worthwhile.
So, Naomi shifts into an albatross. What do you do?
No, me.
No, I shift Korgath into one.
Korgath, you are now an albatross.
I just wild shape into a bird and fly off myself.
I'm just gonna look at Rupert and fly off.
Make a strength save. Your strength save is... It's your original strength save, yeah. Because you're polymorphed.
Just to fly?
Something magical is trying to pull you down to the water.
Well, I can't be raging, so...
So
The
that's
first one was the 14, so the first one was the high one.
You kind of manage to break free of the magical tug that is trying to pull you down. Naomi, same thing. Strength save.
Oh boy.
Oh!
You are pinned to the deck as it feels like lead weights have taken over your polymorphed wings.
How far away is the other boat?
It is about 300 feet away.
I walk up to Naomi and say to her, "Hold your hand out, my dear."
I give a tiny bird wing.
I take the bird wing and cast Dimension Door to land on the other boat.
Nice. All right.
What's Mr. Smiley doing? And Nag? Can Nag, like, go tiny snake form and fly?
Nag's snake form does not fly yet.
Yeah.
But he does, summon up his snake familiar, and he sends his familiar over to the other ship.
What about Archie and Smiley and our two other friends?
Can I try to fly over there?
Make a strength save.
Oh, that's not good.
You attempt to fly over the side of the deck, over the vortex, but a magical tug. It feels like your wings are suddenly full of lead weights. Make a dexterity save.
You couldn't have made me like a giant
no.
eagle?
So not only do the weights weigh on your wings, they make you fall down. You careen against the side of the deck, taking 2 bludgeoning damage, and then fall down into the vortex and start swirling around.
I'm gonna dive bomb and try to grab her with my feet.
You are an albatross.
They have feet!
Not very good feet.
Okay, wait a minute. Though albatrosses have them big ass mouths.
That's a pelican.
That's a
Yeah,
pelican.
it's a pelican.
You ever seen The Rescuers?
Well, you want to see them? I need to see
The Rescuers, the bird is an albatross.
albatross feet. I need to see their feet.
They have
Like
I think they have like, yeah, I feel like they have like little like flappy feet.
They got claws
web?
on them. I'm going to try to grab her. I don't know. I've never been an albatross. I'm going.
So you go down and try and grab...
Dive bomb.
You dive bomb Archie, and you do manage to get your talons around her. The size difference between you two is enormous, but her heavy weight suddenly seems to feel like nothing to you, Colossus, and you can peel her up out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cling onto this bird for dear life.
Tiny,
Like
tiny...
I am probably almost choking him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
rage albatross.
You are this tiny little bird somehow carrying this medium-sized creature. You look over and you see Jocko on the other ship, his third eye wide open and bloodshot, and his hands out as arcane weaves of magic just seem to emanate from him in all directions.
They couldn't have made me like a giant eagle or a griffin or something cool.
I'm doing the
Had to be
best I can. This is very powerful arcane magic.
Yeah, let's go. Let's fly towards the boat.
And you bring Archie over. The vortex has now almost completely consumed the first ship. Smiley is still on it, still fighting to gain control of the rudders. It seems he is unwilling to abandon the Golden Lady.
Can somebody can I not be an albatross anymore?
I don't think you can end the polymorph
I
that somebody else
know!
casts on you.
Really unhappy right now. No, I can't. I know I can't.
You cannot. Naomi has to end it.
I'll end it.
Okay. Okay. Korgath becomes Korgath the half-orc once more.
You went with it! What the hell was that?
Angry chirping ensues.
uh,
How we got
Kyle-
Smiley and Nang and 2 others over there on that boat we still need to get over here.
Yes, I see that. I'm trying to get a lock on them. And you can see,
Rupert, do the thing that's really cool that Naomi tried to do. So I can
What?
go get. So it make me like a big ass badass bird so I can go over there and get them fools.
Oh, fine, and I polymorph him into a. Wait a minute. Unless she's gonna appear.
Who is this?
that's Kyella. That's the quiet one. And this is the first time you've seen her display any kind of emotion that wasn't just neutrality. She
I know. I was an albatross. It's pretty shitty.
she looks at Jocko and then looks at Rupert and says very clearly, "Get them off the boat. Get them over here. We cannot stay here. Jocko, do something." And the gnome sighs and extends his reach once more, and now you see beams of transmutation energy enveloping the ship you're on, as well as the other ship. It's almost like a field that's doing combat with the vortex below. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Is there anything we can do to assist him?
Radovan looks around wildly and the ship starts to turn sideways.
Our what? Our boat?
Yeah, it starts to capsize.
Oh.
And you see a giant mass of shimmering scales suddenly appear off the port side of the ship, along with a taunting laughter and a vicious, distorted face. A nice try, but I want all of you to join me down here, every last one. And the giant scaled figure belly flops onto your ship. And the next thing you know is water and darkness. DM has to pee. 1 moment.
Had to keep going. She don't look that bad though. This time.
Oh yeah, because she's the big monster that belly flopped onto the ship.
Well, I mean, maybe she got polymorph skill.
That's canon now.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder her belly that flopped onto the ship. Who's her?
Rubble, rubble, rubble.
I'm
Rubble, rubble, bring me the women's.
Can't treat a god like this.
So when did you become a god?
Last episode
It's
on
pretty
Dragon
nice.
Ball Z. People think I'm a god.
That's horrible.
Are you Shaggy now? Like what?
Oh yeah, you weren't here. We went up north, and like I got in a fight, and like I figured out where I'm from.
I was in your backpack eating all your food.
That's where the shit. Damn it! I'm gonna put your ass in the bag of holding next time.
Don't.
Anyway,
Did you figure out why you have a bear claw?
yeah, it was my great grandpappy's, and apparently these people think I'm some kind of god, and like they went all batshit crazy, so we had to get out of town. Didn't get to stay long.
Are they trying to sacrifice you to you?
I don't think so.
We have to push him in the volcano as a sacrifice to himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have to awaken the true form.
Kalima.
There were no volcanoes up there, but there were a lot of big ass half orcs though.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. So we had to get out of town.
You have to tell me all about it.
I would, but I'm drowning. Did we get a full? Did we get a rest? Are we like full and everything? Back to max HP.
Yeah, after passing
Yeah, we
out.
were watching them overnight, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I got in a fight last episode, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
You
we
were
dead.
long rested.
Okay.
That was like weeks ago, months ago, or a month ago even.
I'm like, I need all my hit dice back.
So you delve down into the darkness and water before losing consciousness. You open your eyes, and you are on a dark shoreline. You look around, no boat. You do see your comrades, though. Nag, Naomi, Archie, Rupert, and Smiley is missing. Smiley is missing, but you see 5 people here. That would be Nag, Archie, Rupert, Korgath, and Naomi.
Everyone's alive.
Yeah. Your mouth is kind of salty, though.
I'm gonna do the overprotective mom pat down of everybody. Just make sure everyone still has limbs and fingers.
I would
Where's
flippity flap to go land on my epic mount named Korgath.
where's
Oh,
Smiley?
you're not a
Oh,
bird
I missed
anymore.
a lot.
I'm not a bird anymore, man.
You-
I burned a wild shape on that.
Oh, that was wild shape? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was polymorph.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you're a bird.
Damn right.
I don't like. We're gonna have to talk about this later.
You know it's the bird that just landed on you is Naomi, because as you look around this shoreline, there isn't a single living thing.
Yeah, I know. It's what I told her. I'm not a big fan of this whole riding around on my shoulder thing. We're gonna have to talk about it later.
Yeah, where the heck are we?
Where is our pirate?
He's gone.
Do we see anyone else on the ship? It's just us?
It is just you 5.
Where's the black birds that aren't named Archie that I might want to kill?
No, you can't eat him. It was a joke.
I didn't say anything about eating them.
I mean, I joked about eating them, but you can't do that in case you're thinking I was serious.
No, I'm just pissed that they led that big thing to us and got us. Where the fuck are we?
I don't think they did it on purpose.
Pretty sure it was like self-preservation.
Where? I'm gonna preserve myself, and they're done.
Do we recognize anything around? Like any like sort of like could it be the north or the south or like these plants are native to this region?
This is all very very similar to your home island, Blade Island, actually, in terms of landscape, except different. Trees that you were certain twisted one way, instead twist a different way. Grass that you're sure has a blue pigment to it, instead has a slightly red pigment. It's familiar, yet not quite what you remember.
I guess I will
This is a little odd.
Can I fly around and scout out the area, see if there's anything of like interest?
Yeah, you fly up, and it's a relatively small island, but you can see to the center of it, and there's a hill leading up. You see a mansion on the top of the hill.
Okay. I will fly down and shift back to my normal form. Looks like someone lives here. There's a big house up on the top of the hill there.
Maybe it's that fat ass that crushed our boat.
It did say it wanted us.
Bros, yeah, let's go. Hell, we got no boat. We ain't got no pirate. We ain't got anybody else.
Maybe we'll find Smiley there.
Let's go.
You first.
You travel your way up towards the mansion.
Are like all the trees dead?
Yeah.
Like can I like try to break a limb? Like when you break it, they just like snap like nothing.
Nothing. Not a single living thing about these trees.
This place is intensely creepy.
As you get closer to the mansion, all the lights are out. It looks very unkempt from the outside. Nag pipes up. I recognize this architecture. This is pre-Red War stuff.
How'd you get here? I thought you were on the. Huh?
Nag was with you guys. He's one of the 5. I said there were 5 of you.
Yeah, but like I saw your familiar on the ship, but I never saw you. How'd that work out?
I fell in the vortex, and now I'm here.
Mm.
I think Jaco was trying to cast some kind of advanced teleportation spell. Either it didn't work, or we didn't get teleported with the rest of them.
Hopefully, option 2 for that.
I'd cup my hands or my mouth and just scream, "Hello?"
Your scream does not travel very far. It's like the air itself eats up the sound waves.
Place is weird.
Well, I don't want to be the first one to go poking around in there.
I vote the bravest of us does that. The man who would call himself a god.
Is it God? I will go in there. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'll go knock on the door.
Thank you. You reach up to knock on the door, and when you knock on it, it opens up. Like, just from the force of you knocking on it.
What's it smell like inside?
Musty.
Smells like there's some men in here.
Not musky. Not musky. Fucks. It's musty.
Smells like a locker room in here. Doesn't smell like anybody lives in here.
No. When you poke your head inside, you see a bunch of mildewed carpets, candelabras that have been unlit for perhaps centuries. Chandelier fallen from the ceiling, crashed onto the ground.
They had one hell of a party in here before they left.
And as you file in,
Hello.
hello! You hear a very husky voice answer you.
Yeah, my sword's
time.
out. Sword out. Okay, we got some people. I'm gonna look back. Go time.
So, the door at the top of the mezzanine opens and admits a tall, broad man with blonde hair leading down to his back. His chin is bearded in twin braids, and he is smiling down at you with a cunning look in his eye. Welcome to our home. The mistress is quite busy with some other guests that we got recently, so I shall be the one to entertain you.
You might want to get a new housekeeper.
Yeah, this place is a dump.
No, this place is beautiful.
No,
You just
no.
aren't looking at it from the right perspective.
What perspective is that? A dump perspective?
Turn my head to the side. I tried a different one. It still looks the same.
Uh-huh. This is but one layer.
Who the hell are
Only
you?
I am Marco. My beautiful
Polo.
wife, Annette, is preoccupied, as I said, with other guests. She has sent me here to make sure you are comfortable.
Oh, I'm not. In the least.
Well, that's too bad.
Well, at least we know who wears the pants in your relationship.
Woo! Sick burn, little man.
Oh, snap.
And it's that kind of old school thinking that led us to forge this little world of ours. And I would be so indebted to you if you could help add to it.
What if we don't? I mean, I'm pretty good.
I don't want to add to your world. I'm not ready to be a parent yet.
A what?
Oh. I could tell you what I mean, but I am a showman, if nothing else. Marco smiles. I would prefer to show you. I see you have a little one amongst you. How about we go back and relive the Pipsqueaks' exodus, their unintentional banishment from their homeland.
The what? The Whaticus?
Exodus.
I don't like it.
And then you will see the kind of worlds that Annette and I have created.
He talks too much.
Well, don't worry. I've
There
left
you
you
go.
no choice.
There he goes talking again. Chit chat. All with the chit chat. Chitty chitty chit chat.
I'm gonna start looking really vicious.
Chitty chitty chit chat. Apparently,
And
he's
with
typing
that,
an angry email to Blizzard about 8.1.
oh yeah, I'm just gonna do that in the middle of the session. He turns and goes back through the
How
mezzanine
far away
door.
is he?
He's up on the mezzanine, and you're like in the entryway.
I kind of really want to throw a javelin.
You can do that if you want to.
I mean,
I hate when a DM says it like that.
There is literally nothing stopping you from just going ham on this guy that you can see.
He did kind of threaten us. That's
You
not
did-
very nice. We just like to go home, please.
you did treat a god with very poor respect.
A god! A god!
Oh, now he's just antagonizing me. I've learned some big words.
We are the gods of this world.
What world is that?
Our
This guy's
world.
clearly nuts.
Yeah, he's cuckoo. He hasn't, like, and his wife's like just a coconut with a face.
The world of dreams and memories, heralded by mermaids.
Oh, we're just asleep, guys. All we've got to do is wake up. Okay.
If
I
you
would like
can.
to try to pinch Korgath.
You pinch Korgath. Korgath, you are pinched.
Did you wake up?
What the hell did you do that for?
Just in case you were asleep.
You want me to pinch you?
Go for it.
You are
Okay,
pinched.
yeah. Rage pinch, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, come here!
The head
Get out here.
decapitated.
Oh, sorry, guys. I pinched too hard. Pinched too close to the sun.
Can we just? I just want to yell after him. Like, can we just go home? I really
This-
don't like. This was just supposed to be a 4-hour tour.
This is your new home. When you
I just,
when you turn around, the entryway that you came in is now covered in stone. Like it's just a stone wall.
I just got done being a slave. Like just recently, it's like something I've been through like forever. I don't have any intentions of being one of anybody else.
Why do you
I
say
don't
that
either.
like such a wimp?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was just a slave and I don't want to be a slave anymore. Be strong, you're a god, damn it!
Look, Pipsqueak. That was a good one, by the way. Marco Polo? Yeah, that's what we're calling you. Do you want to do what he says?
I mean, not really.
Do you want to get out your little fiddle and play him a tune? Sing him a song?
But it looks like the only way is that way. So we have to go
I
after
agree.
him.
Something tells me that's not going to work with this fool. We'll have to play his game. For the time being.
I want to punch the wall behind me.
You punch the stone wall
Mhm.
really hard and take 3 bludgeoning damage. You kind
I
of
sigh.
crack your
loudly.
knuckles and they start bleeding. Ah, a man of action, I see, and violence. I like that. It was a lot like that back before. Huh. Well, I've outlined your only way forward. You can hem and haw in here and become part of our world, or you could go through the door.
I mean, well, technically, what do we have to lose right now?
Mostly just our lives.
I have this
That's
sinking
pretty much it.
feeling
I
that
think
that's
most of our
going to
stuff is
happen
still on
anyway.
the ship. Can I? Does he look like solid, or is he like?
He looks real enough.
That stone was real enough.
I don't like this at all. I don't like being a puppet.
I mean, we got the numbers.
Wait, what do you don't want me to go first, right? Like,
Well, I mean, we're gonna kill him.
I like to think that we're having this like little sidebar conversation, like
Like-
really quiet, like around a huddle.
Hold on one
Uh,
minute. Huddle up.
I'm just gonna walk up to him as if I'm as tall as him. Very, very astute looking.
You're a brave little girl, aren't you?
Sure. Listen, I'll play your game, but first, do you have any food?
You don't need to eat here.
I mean, I didn't say I need to. I just asked if you had food.
Huh.
Like, we could like.
Well,
I'm going to be a distraction.
I imagine.
What do we?
That-
What do we?
You're gonna do that. You have to go first.
Do we want to do
Because
that?
like I'm not gonna do it. Because like
Rupert?
I'm a tiny bird, so
Nag, I would like a little input from you two. Well, we're
This
distracted.
is highly different magic than anything I've ever encountered before. Nag is kind of nerding out and muttering to himself. It's not completely draconic in origin. It's definitely 100% Fey in
God.
origin. But there's no counter spell for something of this. Clearly, we're in some kind of different plane, and I don't. He's lost in his own head calculations.
I mean, if we're in a different plane, we have to have some way to get back. And I know I can't do.
He's nerding.
I turn over to Korgath and I say, yes, there's no counter for this type of magic. We're clearly in a different plane.
What?
Marco takes a knee and pats your head very patronizingly, Naomi. Don't you worry. Once you fully integrate into our world, any food you dream of will be made a reality for you.
I lean back towards the party and I'm like, guys, this guy says I can have any food I want if we stick around.
Hmm?
So we're not killing him then?
Any,
Alright, through the
Really?
door we go.
like anything?
I have a feeling like if we're on another plane, it's not really gonna do us any good. Even if we do kill him, because then we're just stuck. I think we just have to be his buddy for the minute.
And I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like you're saying that you don't have any food.
This world has anything that anybody wants. And once they fully become a part of it, they find themselves incredibly entertained.
So like, if I want a door out, I'll just get a door out of here. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
I close my eyes and start to grunt.
You, you start trying to conjure your thoughts into reality.
Did you get a
But
poop?
the man smirks. Man. The man smirks, and, well, there are some caveats. Like I said, me and Annette, we are the gods here. We make the rules. Right now, the rule is you're not allowed. You must fully integrate. Yes.
You can't give me like a preview? Like, is there some way you can, like, I don't know, prove that what you're saying is true?
Absolutely. He points his finger at Korgath. Korgath, you are now a Korgath-shaped gingerbread cookie.
Oh no, I don't know if I can save you from her.
I don't want to eat him. He's really gross.
And
Even as a cookie.
but Korgath make like 3 strength saves.
Oh man.
More like 3 cookie saves.
Yeah. The moment you turn back into a cookie, you exert your willpower over yourself to not be a cookie, and you turn back into Korgath pretty much immediately. See, that happened because he is not fully integrated yet. But I was able to do that simply because I willed it to be. And as you become more and more a part of this land, you'll be able to do the same.
I'm not seeing a downside.
Indeed, here you can live out your happiest and most important memories forever and ever.
Wait, memories?
Indeed, memories. The basis of all things.
Uh, I don't really know that I want to live out my memories, actually.
Well, perhaps a tour will change your mind. Forward, through the door, or him and Haw here until the time ticks off. It is your choice. I will even
I'm out of ideas.
go first. Marco turns heel and walks through the door that had just opened.
I guess I'll follow him.
Are you all keeping close behind?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm,
You walk into the door. Something that strikes you is it's kind of dark as you go into the door, and this really awful distorted melody starts playing in your ears as you walk into this twisted hallway. The hallway spirals around. The floor becomes ceiling, the ceiling becomes floor, walls interchange.
oh god.
And when you walk through the other side, all of you find yourselves rather unceremoniously deposited on some grass. You appear to be within a deep forest.
Is there anything behind us?
Well, first of all, go ahead and plop yourselves, yeah, anywhere on the map here that you would like.
What the hell kind of house is this?
Let me
Apparently, a really spacious one.
pop out some character sheets. So, you land amongst the grass. You look around. You're definitely outside in a forest somewhere. And it's very much lush and very much alive. It is late in the day. It's starting to get dark. You hear the sounds of a river nearby. And I would like all of you to make perception checks.
I gotta pee.
Okay. Naomi and Archie, you hear something very moving to the north, stealthily, and a very subtle clacking sound.
Do you guys hear that? I think there's something coming.
Mm-mm.
Do I think it's close-ish?
It's very close.
Can I throw a sacred flame at it? Its general direction?
You can, and then we are all going to roll initiative.
What are you
Awesome.
doing?
Alright, so we'll do
I mean, it
initiative
wasn't
first.
meant to like super hit it and kill it, but
As you damn.
I mean, because it's me and Sacred Flame, you know they always save. I never hit things.
This time's direct hit.
We will say that you hit this guy. That saves.
It's a saving throw.
Oh, Dex, it's Dex. He fails.
Boom!
Okay,
And you're like, it never works.
so here
Oh shit! It hit something.
you hit something. You feel it hit something. So let me take care of initiative first, and then I will describe what the shit just happened. So you get to go, and you.
What the hell are those things? Hell yeah, advantage on initiative, like being a barbarian. Damn it, Rupert.
And then Rupert comes in.
Ah,
Rupert comes in with the 24.
Fine, as long as two of us get to go before them.
All right, so you hear something shuffling in the forest, Archie, and not being one to let something sneak up on you, you throw your feathery wing out, and it is all of a sudden enveloped in black and white flame. You hear this kind of quiet clacking of almost pain, and then three things that you've never seen before in your life emerge from the bushes. Let me blow this guy up real quick. So that is what you
Nope.
hit.
That's a whole lot of nope. Mm-mm.
That is what you hit.
What the hell is that thing?
And this one also emerges from the bushes, as does this one. You see that this one has wings.
Is that family of yours?
So you look up and you see one of them floating above you. The one that
Oh,
Archie
this-
hit, you see his glowing yellow eyes looking around you. And the one on the left is just watching. Rupert, your turn. They are
Okay.
clearly hostile to you.
What the hell are these things, Pipsqueak?
Let's kill them first. I will go ahead and cast, because I can catch all of them in a 20-foot radius. I'm going to cast Synaptic Static on them.
Ooh, what's that do?
That sounds fancy.
So they need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
They're aliens. Of course, they're super smart.
I'm assuming because they act like predators, they would have an intelligence higher than 2.
They most certainly do. So this does not fizzle. But let me read read everything it does.
Eight D6.
So it does fireball damage, but the nice thing is it messes them up.
Oh, it sure does. That's pretty cool. And it's psychic damage
It's
too.
Really cool. spell,
It's
yeah.
psychic damage.
Yep.
Okay.
What does psychic damage in this game?
Very few spells. This is from
Right.
Xanathars. I was like, wow, that's really neat. I want to use.
That is really neat.
What a strange coincidence.
Oh wow, of course. Nothing's resistance to psychic other
Yeah.
than these things.
Yeah, that was literally something I threw in as flavor because I didn't think you guys did psychic damage. But yeah.
My sword does necrotic damage.
My
too.
cutting or my vicious mockery does psychic.
That's true.
What?
But
Does
for
my
flavor
sword
reasons,
still-
these things are resistance to psychic damage.
Does my sword still have its charges?
Oh, and
But let's-
dissonant whispers. I have like lots of things that do psychic damage. Surprising.
So let's go ahead and do these int saves, which
It's alright.
they
What college are you for your part?
Huh? I'm lore.
Oh.
One more level for magical secret.
all right. So the ribbed one is going to
Do I get anything cool at level 10?
come on now.
I think I do. I think I get another dice for savage attacks. No?
Is going to nat 20. So he's going to take 48 from that. It's the flying one. The bladed one is going to roll. Maybe.
Oh, my rating damage? Did that not go?
He's going to natural 19. These things have a 0 intelligence, like, save. So, I'm not quite sure what's.
This is par for the course whenever I roll in games, so it doesn't.
Yeah, whenever you blow the big one too. You blow the level 1, and they like make their saves, and they have resistance out of nowhere, and it's just like, man, why did I play a caster? I legitimately feel shitty about this one. Okay, that one failed. So it's not a complete
That was a
miss.
check, not a saving throw.
It's a straight 10 roll for these guys.
Okay.
D20. So, doesn't matter. So that is ribbed succeeded and bladed succeeded, so they take 6 damage each. And the jeweled takes 12, and the jeweled is muddled.
Yep, and then I'm gonna run away.
Okay.
So which one's been hit? The Hex and Jeweled?
Hex and jeweled have each been hit. They don't have any visible wounds yet. You can just tell that there's been solid contact made.
Does my sword look like it has its stored charges it still has?
Yes, it's retained those charges.
Okay. Cool, I got oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess we're fighting. This one's how high up in the air is this one over here?
He's 20 foot up.
20 foot up. Okay, I can't reach his ass. Okay, yeah, YOLO, rage time! Rawr! And we're going up on this homie. I'm just gonna go normal rolls until I see how hard they hit. And then maybe we'll reckless after. Great sword attack!
That's a hit. Nice.
7 charges.
Yeah, you make contact with it. You can tell that
Slashing
it's got some kind of tough exoskeleton. That's not to say it has resistance. It doesn't have resistance, but yeah, it's tough. Like it's beefy. Gonna take a lot of hits.
Oh, I like hitting shit, so that works out.
Yeah, it's another hit.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
Woo!
You run up to this predator that has exposed itself, and it kind of makes clacky sounds at you with its weird claw hands that it has.
Like, don't do that. That's just weird.
And it screeches at you. And it goes for the most vicious strike that you've ever had against you in your life, Korgath. Korgath, make a dexterity save.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Bye, guys. That's pretty good.
Okay. You fail.
Oh.
So that is going to be 8d8 slashing.
Ooh! He doesn't even have to try to hit me?
No, it's a save.
Oh, damn. 15.
So
that's okay.
15
I
for
am
you,
okay.
but you feel like he hit something very important within you. And your instinct tells you that if you were to try to move while you were ruptured like this, you would fall over.
I'm okay. They don't hit that hard, guys. Mm.
And then we do this.
Whew.
That's what I like to see.
Whoa, he got it back? Mother chucker.
So the one on the left, it looks kind of groggy, and it's like holding its claws up to its head, like it can't quite think clearly. There's something different about this particular creature. It's got a strange little, what looks like a organic eye, kind of in its forehead. It makes a clacking sound, and
Oh my- A 0, and I would have just been at like 1 hit point. Holy shit. 12.
where is my jewel? Okay. He is going to fix his gaze upon the flying hex predator. So you see the one with the jewel in its head turn and start staring at the flying one. And the flying one seems to gain a bit of speed. Its abilities enhanced somewhat. Speaking of the flying one, it's its turn. And it's going to fly right down here. So it's still 20 feet above the ground. And he is going to shoot a barb at Rupert. He is going to shoot a barb at Archie. And he's going to shoot a barb at Naomi.
Oh.
So Rupert, I think 25 hits.
Oh, yeah.
13 piercing, and you have disadvantage on your next d20. The second one was at Archie. Archie, 20 hits. So 17
will
piercing
Sure
damage.
does.
I will reduce that by 7.
So 10 piercing damage, Archie. Does 16 hit you, Naomi?
Yes, it does.
So 15 piercing damage.
I can't move, but my ghost can. Man, he like. Oh.
Naomi, it's your turn.
Oh, that hurt really bad.
Guess I will
Minute to catch breath.
man, this sucks.
Welcome to Mermaid's Memory.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Ribbed Hex Predator.
Okay. Creature enters the spirit, is engulfed by ghostly flames. Constitution save from the flying guy, which I believe is just a straight D20. Yes, it is. Constitution and int are both 10. So he fails
Miserably.
and takes 2d10 radiant damage.
12.
Or 12 radiant damage. Yeah, it already rolled it. Derp.
Yep.
So the moonbeam comes down from the sky and illuminates this thing, and you see it kind of burning its exterior flesh. Archie?
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done? Okay, sorry. My bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and use bonus action. Cast my Zenko Bomb. And I'm going to, on Korgath.
I'm fine as long as I don't. I'm okay right now.
Oh, are you? I thought
Yeah.
You just took like 30 damage.
No, I only took half.
Okay, well you get 11 back anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm almost back up to full.
You can now move 15 feet.
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm putting this motherfucker back.
His
Okay.
movement speed isn't set to 0. He can move. It's just gonna fucking put him at 0.
Yeah, I can't go nowhere. I'm good. We got some mad things to talk about. Oh, that hurt so bad.
That would be the end of my turn.
Rupert.
Okie
Archie?
dokie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Archie. I am so sorry, Archie. Yes, thank you.
Archie.
Archie.
That's cool. I'm gonna do the one that fucked up Korgath. No, we can't have that.
He
Then
didn't hit me
test
that
damage.
hard, guys. It's okay.
Banishment against the
Yeah,
blade.
he didn't hit you. Yeah, he didn't hit you that hard, but I don't want him to come over to me and hit me that hard. I'm not worried about you.
Oh, shit. Thanks.
Good old neg 1 charisma.
Deep down inside, Korgoth's like, please let it work. Please let it work.
Let's
Please
hope.
let it work. Please let it work. But I can't move. I can't do nothing.
You
Bye-bye.
see the the creature that's in front of you, Korgath, kind of blink out of existence.
And then I'm gonna move my happy little feathered butt back. And that's my turn.
Do I still feel that, like, oh, I shouldn't move thing going on?
Yes. And it's Rupert's turn.
Okay, let's see here. So the jeweled one, it concentrated on the ribbed hex.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we are gonna want to make him not be able to do things. Okay. Let's go. That doesn't seem like a magical effect. It does.
No, that doesn't seem entirely magical.
Okay, then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm assuming these guys are entirely organic, not carrying any weapons.
No weapons that you can see. 100% organic.
Okay. They're probably a monster. I'm going to go ahead and cast, I'm going to viciously mock to give him disadvantage, ideally.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. +1 wisdom. Here we go. Damn it. Why am I saying damn it? Haha.
Okay, he ignores my effect. I guess I'll move then. Nobody else needs healing, so I'm gonna run behind this bush. Or in the bush.
Hey, that's my bush.
Oh, hey,
You gotta
fancy
be
meeting you,
careful
dude.
when you're going into the bush. You never know
do
what's
we
going to
just-
come out and get you.
All
Could
right.
be a Snorlax or a crocodile.
All right, Korgath. So you still have, you still feel like you've had your nerve system like ruptured. So movement like refers to like actually moving around. You can still swing your sword.
At what thin air? I mean, I'm gonna pull out one of them javelins that I didn't throw, and I'm chucking it at the ribbed hex predator.
Okay.
1d20 plus efficiency. I think that's all it is. Ooh.
Your javelin goes a bit wide of the target. It's flitting around. You don't hit it.
Hmm.
That one connects. Kind of grazes through the predator's flesh, and you hear a clacking sound. And then the
Well, I
bladed.
gotta roll damage.
Oh yeah, roll your damage. Sorry.
1d6 plus 7. Alright.
Oof. Yeah, so a solid javelin just kind of careening into its side. It
And now,
clacks.
now my spirits are on it.
Mm-hmm.
Doing work. Do work, guys! I'm just gonna stretch this out, because that really... that was something.
You feel the rupturing fade from you, Korgath. It feels safe to
Oh,
move again. It's the jeweled hex predator's turn.
he just like knocked the air out of me or something.
Here we go. So it's going to fix its jeweled gaze on the area that the predator was. So whatever effect was on the ribbed one is now gone, and it is going to make that charisma save again against the banishment. And the jeweled actually has.
Can you dispel it? It's on a different plane of existence.
Yeah, it is on a different plane of existence. This thing is pretty fucking badass. Uh, without giving too much away, its eye can see where you sent it. So it sees it trapped in there in its little banished area, and it's going to try and overcome it.
It has to. Oh, okay. Because you can't fixes its gaze upon an ally. The ally is not even.
It can see it. Its jeweled eye. I'm usually pretty tight-lipped about these things, but the eye in this thing's head has intense draconic magic about it, and it can actually see into different planes. And if something is in a different plane on a spot, it can see it. So yes, it can see the ally here in this case.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! It's back!
And it does indeed pop back into existence.
Oh, hey guy. Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Oh.
And it lets out a series of what sound like coded clacks at the end of its turn. And all of a sudden, all three of them pretty much vanish. And try to dart away. Korgath, you can make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Oh.
That still hits.
Okay.
So even though it's camouflaged as it's running away, you still manage to get a really good nick on it as it goes.
Does the one that was in the moonbeam still have to make a con save?
Doesn't their withdrawal says it gives them immunity to attacks of opportunity?
Oh, it sure does. Yeah, I gave them
Well, I
that.
still swing!
Yeah, and it goes quite wide. And just like that, everything is quiet.
I'm gonna walk over and pick up my javelin.
Well, I officially hate this place.
What the hell? Thought we were going on a tour. He's gonna show us where our rooms were, get some food. Burper.
What?
The hell were those?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, I'm assuming you're the pipsqueak he was referring to. when he talked about you all being driven out from your homelands?
Yes, which we were.
By what? By that?
I mean, I was not alive for this. There were fearsome predators that drove us out from our homes.
Did you not
These
read any
things
stories about them?
They mostly say fearsome predators. Believe it or not, when a fearsome predator is involved with a little tiny halfling, usually there aren't stories to tell.
Hmm.
So I don't know exactly what they looked like, but I guess these things possibly could have,
Why'd they drive y'all out of y'all's houses?
because they're monsters and they wanted to eat us or kill us, I assume.
Not much is known about that.
Just for sport? I mean,
You hear something comforting after all this weirdness. You hear voices nearby. Over here, I heard fighting.
do they sound familiar?
No, they sound like halflings, though.
Oh.
The bushes rustle again,
Be on your guard!
and out pops a small halfling. Regally dressed. Well, he would be regally dressed if he hadn't just been running through the forest for days. His clothes are torn and tattered. His face is covered in soot. Looks like he's got blood on it. And he stops short when he sees you guys, and there's a group of halflings behind him, about 30.
This is the... Oh, goodness. Look at you, group. How did you get separated from the rest of us? Out fighting on your own, I see. You look like a qualified group of individuals.
What in the damn hell is going on?
Well, we're currently in the middle of running for our lives. So let's get on with that, shall we? You're coming with us, right?
I look to the rest of the group.
Them's your people, not mine.
I don't think this is my people. This is some sort of dream world, obviously. Seems we're reliving the past. What year is this? If you don't mind me asking.
What kind of question is that?
That's why I said if you don't mind me asking.
It's... 1007 PE. The last I checked.
Yes, we're reliving the past.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but this is sort of a life or death.
Disregard. We'll follow you. Do you have a safe
Away. Away seems safe.
Or can you take us away?
South it is.
I think we're going to follow them. I don't have a better course of action unless you want to fight those things again.
I would prefer not to. I tally ho. After that.
Right, well, you group look more battle hardened than the rest of us. So if you don't mind keeping watch for any more of those nasties.
The nasty invisible things that just kind of dart out of the forest and kill us.
Yeah, those things.
Keep an eye out, yeah.
The hell are
Yeah.
they?
I honestly don't have time to answer the questions. We need to move before they come back. I'll explain more when there's time.
Tally ho!
The group of halflings and you guys start heading back to the forest. So who was keeping a lookout?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Well, too.
As you journey, you see strange movements deep within the forest that kind of crop up and then stop. And they crop up again, and then they stop. A flash of beady yellow eyes, and then they go away. More movements. You are being hunted.
Hmm.
One of the elderly female halflings starts falling behind.
I'll pick her up.
Wow,
Yeah.
you'll pick up a halfling, but not me.
Maybe one day when you're old and fall behind.
Ugh,
Looks
my legs. They're so weak. I think I'm falling behind.
Mm-hmm.
looks
Help.
like Korgath doesn't have any issue picking up this halfling.
Wow, you're a strong one.
I'll do all right.
He's a god. He should be strong.
We don't even know these people. Why are you saying?
Have you
But
guys
you-
been getting into the wine? Never mind. Just let's keep moving.
Movement keeps going, and the signs of stress and wear are starting to show. There isn't any small talk whatsoever amongst the group. Others are starting to stumble behind.
I
Eventually,
can't carry all of you. You're gonna have to keep up.
eventually, one of them says, "We're some of us are old, and we have the aching of the bones. If we could just find somewhere to rest, maybe for an hour, we could keep going."
Does it look like they'd have an hour?
All right. We'll rest for 1 hour, but make it. We gotta keep moving.
Okay.
You lot, the newcomers, strong ones.
Hmm.
Fan out and form a perimeter.
Is he the boss?
The halfling before you looks like he's doing his absolute best to keep his cool.
Is this going to be counting as a short rest?
For you guys, yeah, this is going to count as a short rest for you guys. So you do find a small ruin here to rest at. There's some dilapidated stone buildings, some upended pillars. The halflings kind of spread out, and the older ones start to tend to their aching bones.
Hey, Korgath, can you pick me up and toss me on top of that pillar?
Maybe. Why?
It's to be helpful. Just do it. I make a little jumping motion.
How high up is said pillar? Ever thrown a person before?
Oh, sorry. The pillar's about 20 feet up.
Yeah, sure. I think I can do that. I'm like 10 foot when my arms are out anyway. Thrown.
Yeah,
Huh.
the kitsune throw goes off okay-ish. You're gonna have to grab that ledge. Roll a dex.
So I don't want to grab it. I just want to slap the pillar as I'm like flying up into the air.
Okay.
And I'm going to use some good old homebrewed magic to make this place a lot safer for us to rest at.
Ooh. Total cover. Nice. Very
and then
nice.
I'm going to
Are you
Hopefully
gonna?
get caught. Catch me, please.
Okay. Ooh. You-
Please tell me I'm caught.
Oh yeah, yeah. He catches you by the foot. It's it's not the most graceful, but you're
That'll
fine.
work. And then I will go ahead and cast Speak with Plants.
I'll set you down.
Okay.
Question the surrounding flora as to what's been going on here within the last few hours. See if there's any beasties hiding in the woods around here.
The plants speak to you in waves of empathetic emotion or
I
sympathetic
nod
emotion.
a lot as if I'm having this very intense conversation.
You get a sense that the plants themselves are afraid. You get a sense that something drastic has changed very recently. You get a sense that something that should not be here is here. You also get a sense, and with all those bonuses to perception that you get, you can look up and see it yourself. You see occasionally sets of yellow glowing eyes from beyond your sphere, staring at it.
All right, new little guy. Talk.
Okay. Sorry, we didn't have time for introductions. Terribly rude. I'm Cassian. I'm the mayor of Maryghost, or I was, if Maryghost was still a place.
What the hell's Marigo?
It's an old halfling town in Wildwood.
Oh. Back where on the main continent.
Yes.
Not- It's not that old.
Keep going.
So,
Don't mind our little side comment.
I don't
so
know.
married.
I've heard stories about wards being protecting the Wildwood, but maybe they stopped working, and I honestly don't know any more than you do. We've been being harassed by these things, and we decided to make a run for it.
How'd that work out for you?
There are 30 of us left.
How many did you start?
More.
Well, I mean, 31's more.
Korgath, I think you're being a little insensitive. I'm pretty sure he's implying everyone's dead.
Oh no, 30 of them. So, where are you trying to go?
I don't know. South?
Out of the woods?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. I'm not cut out for this. I was the mayor of a small town. My biggest concern was keeping the town drunk from causing too much ruckus. I'm not equipped to deal with this. But you guys, you look like a lot who've seen your fare of rough and tumble. What village are you from anyway? Or what town? I don't recognize any of you.
We're not from around here.
We're from Margaritaville.
Man, that sounds like a place I'd like to go.
To get away from it all.
It's an island very, very far from here. You've probably never heard of it. Never will. From anyone else. We're just travelers. We came to visit the woods.
Apparently at the wrong time.
Yeah. That's certainly seems to be the case. Anyway, I'm just doing my best to look out for my people, but
Alright, well, I'll tell you
if
what.
there's anything I can do to help, if we could go home.
You
We
got any
could go
weapons?
home. We'd be heroes.
You know where the beacons are?
The what?
I thought you said there were beacons that protected and they quit working. Do you know where they are?
I think over their old stories.
I mean, that's,
Rumors of something to the south. A gate, I think. Oh, that's why we're going this way. There's a boarded gate to the south.
He doesn't seem too sure of himself.
Rupert, do you have any idea where these beacons could be located?
They spoke of them in the stories, but the exact location? No.
So we're just going to run to the gate.
Unless you have a better idea.
Turn the beacons back on. Beacons working, nothing happened. Beacons bad, things happen. Seems like the beacons is the key.
I don't even know what they are, much less what if they even exist or how to fix them.
I suppose that's something we'll all have to figure out together.
Naomi,
Yes.
the plants start whispering to you, with a very different voice this time. Not a simple, sympathetic, emotional response. Actual words form in your mind. The
Well,
five of
that's
you,
new.
the five of you who don't belong. You must come to me in the river. Please.
So this is gonna sound crazy. But I've been speaking with the plants for like the last half hour. And apparently there is someone wanting to meet us down at the river.
Take me to the river.
Okay, can I get whatever she's been drinking? Because that would really take the edge off right about now, and I could really use that.
Where's the river from here?
You traveled not too far off of the Ghost River. You figure about 75, 100 feet outside of the circle that Naomi has put up.
So we're pretty close to the river. Any of y'all have any weapons?
No, you don't see any of them holding any weapons. One of them has like one of the plucky ones has like a barrel top as a shield and like a thick stick. But that's about the extent of the fighter ship that you see.
We're not.
Got any of the magicies?
Any one of us that had any fighting abilities bought us time. We're
Well, we're gonna have to go about 75 to 100 feet outside of this sphere, and it's probably gonna get hairy.
Uh,
Hmm?
I kind of like motion to have a conversation amongst ourselves. 1 second, Cassian, or whatever your name was.
New little man.
Yeah, hey guys, if this is a memory, like, are they even real? And do we have to care about any of them?
I mean, we've cared about a lot less. Like,
can super hear you. I'm standing right here.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't know.
How'd this story go, Rupert? Did you hear anything about this? I mean,
Yes, they drove us out. We all died.
well, not you all didn't. You're here.
Obviously, some escaped.
Do people go back into the wood now?
No, that's why all the congregation is in the main villages.
Like nobody even goes in these woods today?
No one is able to go in them. These are historic villages. No one has been able to return.
Huh. I mean, this stone's gonna drop here soon, and we got 30 people that can't defend themselves against. I'm assuming it's quite a few. I've seen lots of yellow eyes. I'm assuming there's more than just 3 of them sons of bitches.
You're probably correct.
I feel like if they went to all the trouble to get us here, they wouldn't kill us on our first day. So, like, can y'all run 100 feet?
Maybe.
Like, pick them up, put them down, move them fast, rawhide, 100 feet. Just sprint it.
What's in the river? Why are we going there?
I mean, does it really matter? Since if we stay here, you guys are gonna get killed by giant monsters anyway.
That's why we were running.
So let's run to the river.
Because that's what my friend here said the plants told us to do.
We don't normally listen to drunk people.
Well, listen, you're also just a mayor who let half of his town die, and we're awesome adventurers. So
Probably
maybe
more
you
than
should
half.
shut up.
But
I mean,
the
we
river
can.
is
Okay,
closer to the monsters.
tell you what. Y'all go your way. Ball drops. Y'all can go your way. We'll go ours. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It was nice meeting you. Good luck to you.
Okay.
No, that's fine. Which way's the river?
North.
Oh, so like the way we came from.
Sort of northwest, like
Son of a bitch.
the opposite way that the group would be running.
Can we see out of this ball?
Yes.
I mean, I know it didn't look like that thing hit me hard a while ago, but mother chucker. I feel like if it hit me just right, I wouldn't be able to take many of them.
That's comforting.
Yeah. I mean, whew. The pursuer never even hit me that hard.
Whatever that was.
You didn't remember? You never got to see Cecil's prized
did.
possession?
Yeah, Naomi was there for that.
Yeah, you fought the pursuer with us there at the end.
The big smelly guy with the metal and everything?
Yeah. Yeah, he hit
So
harder
that's
than
what he
that.
was called.
He hit harder than that motherfucker. And that big thing we fought in the fighting pits. Whew. So I feel like we're gonna have to fight a lot of them to get to the river. Maybe Archie, what do you think? I love fighting, but I don't think it would be much for that thing to just kill me. All right, fuck it. I'm walking out of the spear. Fuck it. I'm not even waiting for it to drop. I'm headed to the river.
All right. So, you see Korgath start marching away from the group of halflings.
I
Long sword
hurriedly
drawn.
follow after him.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the only reason we made it this far is that you group look bad enough to keep those things at arm's length. If any of us have a hope of getting out of here, we need you. So
Let's go to the come into the river then.
just take me.
I mean, the sphere's going to drop, and the rest of your people are going to be here. I mean,
I'm going to be honest. It doesn't actually protect us at all. It's just helpful to
we're kind of hidden.
hidden. If they decide to walk through it, you're just gonna all get eaten.
I'm not getting eaten. I'm about to get me some bug armor. Let's go.
Can you keep the sphere up? Keep them hidden?
Nope. Not if I'm leaving.
Okay, give me 5 minutes to get everyone together. Then we'll go to the river. Please, just 5 minutes. I'm begging you.
You better be a quick 5 minutes, because she called me Buttercup. So now I've got to, like, prove I'm not. Damn it.
Broken morale of all the halflings. It does take about 5 minutes to get everybody together and huddled up and willing to follow you.
All right, we can do this, little ones.
They all look to Cassian, not you.
All right, let's
Better razzle your troops.
Let's get moving.
So you move beyond the sphere of protection. And there's some worrisome clacks. But nothing happens. Trees rustle around you still. They haven't gone. But then you get closer to the rushing sound of the river. You arrive at a small clearing amongst the riverbank. You don't have to put your tokens down.
I want my token.
Okay. The 5 of you walk up to the river, along with the group of halflings. Okay. You find 2 things alongside the riverbank. You find a curious egg-shaped stone sitting next to a pure blue fountain with an engraving on it.
It's a big old stone.
You look at it.
What's it look like?
It's kind of, well, it's like that. Egg-shaped, multifaceted, kind of
Palm of
cyan
my
blue.
hand?
Yeah, about the palm of your hand size.
Damn!
Something within you, tells you that this doesn't belong here and that this could be an important thing and you should hang on to it.
Just let me put this in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, team.
Don't you have the bag? You're the big man.
What you want me to put it in the bag?
I think we should.
Okay, it's in. I put the fancy stone. 1 fancy stone. That means I'm gonna have to be the damn treasurer.
That's why I told you to do it.
Fancy stone. I can't wait to name all our shit. 1 fancy stone in the bag. Is the fountain like? Is it running water? Is it not running water?
It's running water. And the inscription upon it, it reads... Where did I put that handout?
What's that say, Rupert?
There we go.
Second.
I'll put it back in the
Handout.
handouts.
Handout. Huh. What? I mean,
Oh, oh, oh!
are you okay?
Yes. I think we should put something in the fountain.
What?
I don't know. It says something that should be improved.
Put
Why
me in
don't
the
you?
fountain.
Why don't you put your axe in there?
I don't have an axe.
Whatever weapon you're currently wielding.
Think so? Is nobody? Oh, I mean, okay.
Can I just jump in the fountain?
Yeah, you jump in the fountain. Feels refreshing enough, but nothing really happens.
Can I pick her up out of the fountain?
Yeah.
If you're not a bird, you don't need to be taking a bath in a fountain.
I was trying to be improved, thanks.
Well, you're perfect.
You feel improved.
Oh,
Oh.
As I put my sword into the fountain.
You lay your sword down in the fountain, and the water starts to split, and out of the fountain springs this beautiful winged creature with butterfly
Well,
wings upon her
hello
back.
there. How are you?
She's holding your sword in both her hands. Hello there, good sir. Did you drop this?
Yeah?
Well, that's all right. These things happen. Here, I've found some flaws within it, and I've taken the liberty of correcting them for you. Please try to be more gentle with your belongings. She hands the sword back to you. Korgath, the Pursuer's Greatsword that you have is now +3.
Oh. There's a +1 4 before. Does it make it a +4?
No.
Oh. Okay.
There's one of my sisters in each of the memories of this place. I hope you make it out. And with that, the winged creature retreats back into where she came from.
Did she just say memories?
I don't know. I'm looking at my my
Plural.
sword, swinging it around, seeing if it feels any better, any sharper. Was that the voice that was telling you to come to the river?
No, but that voice does pipe up again. In here, it's coming directly from the river. Now, all of you can hear it. You look down in the river, and you see a woman, fair-skinned and dark-haired. Looks somewhat similar to the giant creature that flopped onto your ship. She, where her legs would be, she instead has a fishtail. And she emerges her head just above the water. Quick, come closer. I can't stay here long before she figures out where I am.
Okay.
This mermaid motions to all of you. You've all fallen into my sister's trap. This world is like a conglomerate of all the memories of people who were unlucky enough to get wrapped up in this. You will be the same, unless you can fight it.
Okay, like what do you mean fight it? Like,
Fighting it is what you're doing right now. The sheer act of keeping in your sound mind, of being able to fight off whatever nightmares and dreams attack you, that is your will to live. I shouldn't have to tell you you're not in Terria anymore.
If this is a dream, if we die here, do we die in real life?
You will. She says this very seriously. If you die in here, your body will die, and your spirit will become a part of this place forever.
hmm.
And the only way
What
out...
about these? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The only way out is to keep fighting. To survive through the memories. If you
What
can...
about these other people, though? Are they real or just figments of our imagination?
They were. And they are. Memories, ghosts. Perhaps one or two of them are ancestors of real people, and one or two of them are actual survivors from this that happen to get caught up in this. The memories fill in the blanks. That said, even though they may be dead and part of this world, they can still help you.
Hmm.
In their own way, they too want to escape. And even if they may not realize it, they can give you something that will help you get out. That shard you picked up. She motions to the bag that Korgath has. It's called a memory shard. Small pieces of your own power that you rediscover. And they can be used to stand against my sister.
Why is she such a bitch?
It's not a story I wish to get into here. Regardless,
So,
if you help
can we free you?
kill my sister and end this curse, that's one way to do it. More realistically, you guys finding a way to wake up and getting out yourselves.
Guys, my weapon is much more powerful now.
Korgath starts talking about his sword.
66 slashing damage. Holy shit. Let's go kill some bugs. So we gotta kill. What do we have to do to get out of this? Remember, we gotta kill some bugs.
The halflings must survive their journey.
But the
Oh,
journey's. We gotta go back south now.
Indeed, the memory of Cassian is correct. That is how this group escaped.
You couldn't have stopped us when we came by here the first time.
Yeah. It takes a lot of effort to find you in the dream world, and even more effort to do so undetected.
All 30 of them have to survive, or just Cassian has to survive?
As many as possible.
Okay, cool. She did not put an actual number on it.
And whatever you do, the moment she says that, the voice of the woman that you heard before she belly flopped on your ship rings out. There you are, sister! Trying to ruin the show. Spoil all the big reveals. Come back here. Come back here. And Just
What's
like
that big
that,
hef-
the mermaid disappears. And you're now alone at the riverbank. You look around, and the Cassian and the halflings are with you still.
Is everything okay? What are we doing here?
We're going to the gate. Let's go. Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, okay. South then.
Oh.
All right. What time is it? It's 11. All right, we'll just skip that encounter. So the party and the halflings go south. You pass by the dilapidated temple where you stopped to rest. You continue heading south. Now the clacks in the eyes are getting closer. But just up ahead, you see a large gate with a small antechamber building in front of it. If there were a warding gate, this would be it.
Is this your
I
gate?
think this is the place.
Get going. Get a move on. We'll cover you.
However, as you start approaching the gate, the trees rustle once more, and the three predators that you fought before emerge and start to give chase, nipping at the heels of the struggling halflings.
Yeah, fuck it. YOLO, rage and attacking the one that hit me really hard. Going right at him.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. I need to change this map a bit, if that's how this is going to go.
So it's strength plus proficiency plus my plus 8 plus 11.
All right. Do that, and then I'm going to extend
Okay.
the length of the page.
Perfect. Plus strength plus rage plus. So
That. Woo. Now loading. Hold on. Eh.
take me to the river. Drown me in the water.
All right. We will call that good enough for government work. So we'll do this, and this.
Tomorrow in Kentucky, the high is 66 degrees and the low is 18.
We're having an ice storm right now.
Ooh, I remember one of those.
All right. So the area to the north here is where Korgath stood and fought. The rest of the halflings start booking their way inside the gate, terrified of the predators. The rest of you place yourselves in a northwardish direction.
It was the Hex motherfucker that hit me, so he's the one I'm going after.
The bladed one? Yeah, sure. Go up
Yeah,
there
brother.
and
Yeah, boy, that's my homie.
make your
Fucking
attacks. And
eyes red. I mean, you know what? I mean, fuck it. I'm just gonna go regular. I'm a can't bring. I mean, he's just gonna hit me with that Kamehameha. Oh. I mean, I really like this character. I don't want. my god, I can't. Maybe if I think powerful. You strike me down here, I'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine.
Did I really screw up the initiative? I did.
We never rolled it, I don't
Oh,
think.
yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
I just was like, fuck it, I'm going after him.
Yeah. That's fair.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Do that.
Ooh. We're not doing so.
And now I can roll initiative for Cassian.
Like the witches have been here drawing their symbols of witchcraftery on here.
Oh man, me moving the whole thing is screwed. That's fine. I'll just roll with it.
O-P-E-N. N.
There we go.
O.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
W.
DM is struggling. There we go. Fuck's sake. Okay, Cassian, you're going on turn order 4. Jesus H. Christ. And our predators.
Natural 1, natural 1, natural 1. Okay. Come on, Big Mama Jamma. Don't hit me hard right off the bat. Okay. I can live. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you swing your sword recklessly at the one that hits you. And you score 2 pretty solid hits. So you start going toe to toe with this predator, and it seems to focus its attention on you as everybody else in the halflings runs their way inside. Now it is the ribbed predator's turn.
We never finished our dance.
So as the halflings and everybody runs inside, you see a large gate to the south. This gate has strange runes upon it that you don't recognize. All around, you see plaques upon the walls with more strange symbols that you don't recognize. And guess I gotta move those symbols.
Oh, hold on. Oh.
What?
I'm just thinking to myself about something I've got.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And you turn around and you find yourself, along with the halflings, with your back to the gate, facing down the same 3 predators.
Oh, that means I'm going to. Man, what does that do again? I didn't write it down. I just have it written down, but I didn't write down what it did.
This predator flies its way inside, over the halflings. Gets to about there. You hear a clacking sound as it hisses down at Archie and fires a barb at Archie. 27. The barb pierces Archie's armor for 14 damage. And then the predator turns its attention to one of the halflings. Each of these halflings represents 3 halflings. And it is going to fire a barb at it. And yes, that is enough damage that it takes out 3 of the halflings.
No, it doesn't.
That takes out 2 of the halflings.
Damn, they're weak.
No!
So you see 2 halflings slump down with barbs sticking out of their chests. And Rupert.
Let's see. We've had a short rest, right, since the last time.
Yes.
Yeah, this probably needs to happen for damage purposes. Who's up next?
Let it flow.
What?
Let her go. Do what you do. Don't mind me.
Please
I
don't
can handle-
fireball the group of.
I can handle it.
Oh, actually, I could fireball those two up there
I can
and
handle it.
not hit Korgoth. Yeah, let's do that. I'll save my other thing for as a backup. Yeah, I will fireball in a way that only hits the blade and the jeweled, but does not hit Colossus.
Okay.
I'm good.
So
Let her flow.
jeweled fails. Blade. Think fails. 15 probably fails. Yeah.
Yeah, and I cast this at the 4th level.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
So, yeah, that's what, 96?
That is 98. Or yeah, 96. 96. Jesus. Yeah.
96 damage. Damn. Glad you didn't hit me.
Ooh, shitty roll.
Mm.
Really shitty.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll back away.
The fire does do its full damage. There's more clacking going on. So let's see. So the jeweled predator took some damage. You see that once the jeweled predator gets hit by the fireball, turns invisible and blinks its way over here next to Archie.
Just as a clarification, what does a stone skin potion do again?
That was the one that gave you resistance to all damage, but your movement speed was set to 5.
Okay. Sent Aries a message, and one of the last messages I had sent him was the beef Wellington picture.
That's what I saw. I just got really hungry.
Oh, no, I'm
Like,
really
damn it, Colossus, why did you do that?
Now I'm really hungry.
You look so good.
It was this picture right here.
And we're on Naomi's turn.
I am going to go ahead and nope the fuck out the here.
You noped real far.
Yeah, like cast polymorph on this guy right here.
Okay.
What are you turning into, like a little bunny?
That is a what? Wisdom save. Looking at this, wisdom save.
Nope.
Fails.
Yep.
Oh shit! No, that was the check. I'm sorry. There's a +4 to that.
Oh!
He's proficient in it. Sorry. So it's a 19.
Fuck these guys. Yeah, I guess he totally passes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a smart one, Mr. Grinch.
That one in particular.
Get the door open!
So it's the blade guy's turn.
Go, big guy. Go. Yep.
You attacked recklessly.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
He's quick to call
Nope. Those were 2 regular hits. $25 and $24.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do it to him. You know I gotta do it. No. Do I have to do it to him? Let me see. He's got like all the movement in the world. I think he can pull that off. Oh, but he's blocked. He actually can't get through there. Okay. Yeah, you're up in his face, and he's just gonna clack at you, Korgoth, and we're gonna do this. Make a dex save.
Please be higher than a 12. Oh.
Okay, you fail.
Oh no, I succeed.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I succeeded on the best part. I don't drop the 0. 37.
So that is 18 damage. And you're again ruptured.
Okay.
He clacks at you in a manner that almost sounds like a cackle. And he moves away from you. Go ahead and make your attack of opportunity. Okay, that hits as he's moving away. You get a really solid slash in as he starts charging these terrified halflings. Which I will go ahead and add to the roll. Order, add 0, because they are going to get some movement. Okay. And that is the end of the Hex Predator's turn. Korgath, you feel your nerves ruptured again.
I'm glad I picked up my javelins from earlier. It's homie.
Okay. That misses. Calypso.
Calypso. I'm gonna
19
squeeze the
hit.
shit out of her on Friday.
That hits. Oh, wait, no, that misses, actually. Yeah, that misses.
A 19 misses?
Yes.
Damn.
The bladed, yes.
I mean, I hit him with my spooky spirits when he moved away from me, so...
Yeah, the spirits are on the Predator. You see them swirling around. Archie.
Lucy. Blight. Ooh.
Oof. On the bladed. He's, his constitution's +3. Oof. Alright, let's see how he does. Come on, Shaped. You can do it. This game sometimes. So you see the blight kind of go around him, and he kind of shakes it off. You can tell it still did, some amount of damage to it. And it's the Jeweled Predator's turn, who is going to fix his gaze upon the bladed Hex Predator. And you see it's emboldened. Cassian, it's your turn. You have 80 feet of movement. Oh, you are the foppish-looking halfling here. You should be able to control him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, how much movement?
I said 80, 60. Sorry. Enough such that you can get to this door that you recognize the symbols on.
Actually cannot control.
Oh. Could that be because I did not set his fake character sheet to you? Yeah, that's probably why. Now, come on, Roll20. I'm running out of time here. We're so close. I'm moving off of Shaped. This is ridiculous. Every single time I pull up a character sheet, it's about, like, 10 seconds of lag. Okay. Yep, there we go. You should be able to control him soon as I can hit save.
Okay, I got it.
Hooray.
Wait, I think I recognize these. I need to have a closer look. Everyone, get as far inside as you can. Stay behind the strong ones.
The halflings that were previously panicking now seem to listen to you. As you get close to the door, the symbols light up, and you remember the operation of the door, and this is what you see.
Oh. Oh, how did this go? Okay. Okay. It's a code.
You're not going to be able to
Some
talk when it's
sort
not
of-
your turn.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on one sec.
You have about 20 seconds before I move on.
Okay, hit the hit the one that looks like a sideways T, uppercase, like a just slanted like a Y.
Okay. It's the, why did the halflings not go? Alright. So it's the halfling's turn. These two are going to disengage and run further inside, away from the bladed hex predator. So they're going to try and scoot their way to safety. Sort of putting the party in between themselves and the monsters. You hear Cassian call out, go to the one that looks like a sideways T, a Y. You look around at the plaques, and you think there may be one that matches that description. It's the ribbed predator's turn. And he is not emboldened. So he hit Archie last time, and he's going to do it again. Archie, this is going to have advantage on you. 15 misses, though. And then one on Naomi. Misses.
That misses. Thank you.
Rupert.
Okie dokie. Wheel? This is interesting. This is where I wish I had my synaptic static once again. So this opening thing where Korgath is, that's just like open area.
Yeah, that's just like open grass. I had to move the
Okay.
entire temple down.
And then Korgath, you can't move, correct?
Not yet.
Until
Soon,
your
though.
turn.
Until the end of the bladed's turn.
So I'll be able to move
Oh,
on
boy.
my turn
Speaking
because
of
it goes
which,
before me.
I didn't actually roll to see if he got that. Okay.
Wheel.
Let her fly if you need to.
I think I can catch all three of them, so I might as well. Let's do another one at level 3, a fire.
Okay, if you're throwing it outside, the wall is going to defend the ribbed one. Because that's like down here, and then that's a wall, and then that's the predator.
Okay, I thought that was like a little stone wall. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a full-length wall here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just completely blanking. Okay, so yeah, I can't do fairy fire either because it would catch my buddies. Actually, I guess a 20-foot cube within range. So that would the fairy fire go around walls, or is it the same thing?
Yeah. It would go through walls. Fairy fire would, but not a fireball.
Okay, then we'll do fairy fire on all three of them.
Okay. So dex saves from all three, and I believe we're probably going to have to stop after this. But first, we'll see if they make it. Ribbed succeeds. Jeweled really does not succeed at all. And bladed succeeds. So the jeweled one lights up.
Hello, my pretty.
All right, and I'm going to leave the game state there as we're approaching 11:30. And we'll pick it up next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, will our heroes make it to the gate in time?
Nah.
Super
the Force-
close. You were super close to the end of this memory. So next session is probably going to be a mix of Chapter 1 and alternates.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. Cool.
Hooray!
Well, welcome to Mermaid's Memory proper.
Thanks for another good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. The PC NPC concept is it's something I'm playing around with. I think it has potential. We'll see. The PC.
Freaking having to save these little halflings.
I'm expendable.
That's good to know. All
But
right,
if I die, I haunt you.
You maybe not get a shard.
I have ghosts that come out of me when I rage. I'm not going to be worried about a halfling haunting me. I'm the ghost.
I will tie your bootlaces together and mismatch your socks.
I wear slip-ons with no shocks.
All right, guys. Thank you
I am
all
headed
for
to bed.
thank you all for playing with me. That was a lot of fun.
Good game.
Yeah. And I hope to see you next time in 2 weeks.
I didn't even have to use my racial tonight. Yet. Woo!
It was fun being PC NPC.
Yeah, PC NPC. That's what I'm calling it. PC. In lieu of having a full character sheet, just because I like experimenting with stuff. I like it. All right, I'm going to bed,
I prefer
guys.
to think of it. I prefer to think of myself as a special guest star.
Special guest star Morau. You should see the sheet I made him for this puzzle. He was having fun. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good
We'll catch you later.